Alright, g'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Everything's an absolute mess here. I'm covered in dirt. I've got my work uniform on, but today we are doing brake pads and front rotors. So let's get right into it. Okay guys, so in terms of dismantling this front brake here, this is just how I do it. I'm not a professional, but this is how I've done it before. So pretty much there's these two pins that are inside here, and you pretty much pull out this little tiny wire here, and then these two pins will knock out, and then this little piece here just sits in there like that, and that comes out, so you're able to get access into there. Now remember, before you work on your brake pads at all, you want to open the cap on the reservoir up in the engine bay, so when you push the pistons back, that there's movement, and then all of it can escape out the reservoir. So now normally if you're just doing your pads from memory, you can pretty much pry it back from here to put the pads in your suite, but I'm also doing the rotors as well, so we need to get this whole caliper up and off so we can put the new rotor on. There's the old pads. I mean, nothing too crazy. I mean, this one's definitely pretty worn, and the little marker for scraping is like snapped off, which is great. Whereas this one actually hasn't even hit the marker yet, which is interesting. But yeah, they're pretty much due. And then here's one of the new ones. Now these are the Bendix full drive upgrade, so they're a little bit nice, as you can see. And this side here is a little bit different as well. It's got a bit more material there, and the scraper's in a different spot as well, so we'll see how they go. Here's the kit I got if you wanted to get one yourself, just from Superchip Auto. So for the rotors, I've just gone to Repco, and then these are just the home brand, so nothing too crazy. I think it was two for they were about 80 bucks each. So this is what they're like. Pretty standard, nothing too crazy. And pretty much from factory, the distance between here and here is 22 mil, which is what you want. That's what it comes with. So as you can see there in camera. So that's 22 mil. And then for comparison against, which is this one here we've just taken off, we've got about 18 mil. Okay, about 18 mil. So that is obviously, you know, about 4 mil thicker, which is going to be nice, and a lot more meat on the bone as well, and obviously a lot newer. Now it's interesting, the old one, it's actually worn more on the inside than the outside, which makes sense because the brake pads actually showed the same thing. So obviously the inner brake pads are working slightly harder. But yeah, if you want this, let me know and I'll send it to you to put the new one in. Putting the pads back in, make sure you got the one, I don't think it matters too much, but I always have the one that's got the double warning on the inside, because that one's wearing quicker and faster, and then the one that's got a single on the outside. And then obviously you want these little holes to be on the outside, because that's what your pins go through. So I've pushed all the pistons back using this pry bar here and like a chisel, and you can sort of pry them back, and as you can see, that now fits in there lovely. So now I'm just tightening up these two bolts I ended at the back, and that's just to take the caliper off to get the rotor on. So do both those bolts right up, and then I'm gonna put the pins back in here, put this all back together, and then we'll do the same on the other side. Alright, so for putting the brake pads back in, just get this little piece here and just hold that over the top, and then get one pin and slide it through the bottom, and it should go through that piece, through both pads, into the other wall just like that. Then grab your top pin and do the same. That goes through here, that little clip latches over it, right through to the other side as well. Just like that. And then get that little metal piece here, and what you want to do is rotate these the right way, so you can do that with pliers, and it's sort of face the holes upwards into the brake caliper. They're going to push it in, so then it looks like that. Okay guys, well hopefully that somewhat helps you if you're trying to do your front brake pads and rotors. Now, I'm no expert, but that's just how I've done them and it seems to work very well. And at the end, once you've done them all, put your wheels on, tighten the nuts, and what you want to do is get in the car and pretty much you just want to push the brake pedal nice and smooth strokes, and you're essentially making the pistons go right back to on the pads, so then your brakes actually work. So you just pump them for a good like 2 minutes or so, and you're pretty much good. And then as you've seen, I just drove back and forth here just to sort of test the brakes out, and they work great. So that's all replaced now, which is awesome, and that will hopefully last another few more years. And yeah, that's pretty much how you do it. If you have any questions, put them down below and I'll try and help you out. But there are heaps of videos on YouTube how to do brake pads, so it's pretty universal for most cars. But yeah, thanks so much for watching guys, and we'll catch you next time on Built Prado.